Hey guys, what's up? It's Bobby with Gilk Sports Cards. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Want to do a quick chit chat about a couple things on my mind. Hey, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. We're posting videos like this or ripping product, PSA reveals, pretty much every day. So hopefully you enjoy it. Please let me know in the comments what you think about this video. And again, if you haven't already, please subscribe. So I want to talk about three topics. Number one, product to rip. Number two, grading, what's going on with grading. And number three, it's a small change, but a little change in my philosophy on buying cards on eBay. So let's get to it. Let's talk about products to rip. So you see in front of you some hangers from Walmart. I finally just got some in. I'm a little late to the party there. Shipping was delayed to me, so I'm gonna rip those open pretty soon. Definitely still interested in opening up Prism just because the class is so awesome with all the quarterbacks and some pretty stud receivers as well. Unfortunately, as you guys are probably aware, the quality control isn't that great, or at least it hasn't been so far on at PSA with gem rate data. My first PSA cards for Prism will be in about 3 weeks, so that'll be a scary couple a scary couple reveals. I have about 75-80 Prism cards that I sent in for grading, so hopefully that goes better than what most people have gone through so far with that product. So Prism, and by the way guys, Prism is probably towards the end of its life here with retail. So if you want to hold any or rip some more, this is still pretty much available on Target.com and Walmart. So if you do want to save some or have some to rip, I'd get that stuff right now because it's gonna dry up here pretty soon. I do have a little bit of Prism in the garage. Like I said, it will dry up eventually. Obviously, it was printed probably to the moon, but I'm gonna hold some just because the class is so strong. I usually try not to do that anymore, but with this class, I mean, there's what, 5 quarterbacks, and Jaden's been amazing. I think a couple of them are going to be superstars potentially, so I think it's just a kind of a good hold if you could afford to do so. Donruss Optic, guys, is about a month away. That's going to be a crazy one with the downtown chase. I do have some pre-ordered of that. My pre-orders are always like a month behind like Target and Walmart, so I'll probably get some more if I can when those drop on Target and Walmart. And then I know Donruss has been out for a while. The Costco bundles were awesome. I didn't really enjoy the blasters, and obviously hobby boxes just dropped here recently, but I do have some mega boxes on Walmart. I just got those, so those will be on the way, and I pre-ordered some as well. So I have about 6 total. I think I'm gonna rip those all. I've watched a few videos. There's tons of parallels and some chrome versions with the the optic preview in each box, chance for an autograph. It's just a really fun product, and if you've seen some of my videos recently, that's actually the card or the brand that I've switched to regarding grading football. I'm getting a bunch of Donruss stuff, so that's been my best luck so far. Hopefully that continues. Besides that, I don't think there's much else coming regarding 2024 football that I could think of or that I've seen. So I'm definitely going to go big on optic. That's always one of the favorites for everybody to rip, and hopefully we catch it downtown. So basketball, guys, my goal is not to open up one blaster box or pack of Prism this year. The basketball class is very weak. This Castle Cat from San Antonio is definitely getting some buzz. He just played really well yesterday in the All-Star game for the the rookies and sophomores. He played well. I think he got MVP. He's got a little bit of buzz. Obviously, he's a good player, but it's not like Wemby. It's not like years in the past. It won't be like next year when Cooper Flag gets to the NBA. So you never know. I mean, if I got nothing to rip and I'm at a Target and I see a blaster, I might check one out, but it's definitely something I'm gonna go very light in. I'm not excited about it at all, quite honestly. WNBA, it's kind of got all the heat right now. Hobby boxes are going for ridiculous prices. The Caitlin Clark chase is real. Again, if you're a friend of the channel, I just don't know a whole lot about the WNBA. I have never watched a game. I know a few players, obviously, with Caitlin and Angel Reese, but I know it's not fun for me ripping product, and I'm hitting these rookies or these players, and I don't know who they are. But I feel like I'm really good at, all the other major sports. So yeah, absolutely. I'll probably try to get a couple just to try to get a Caitlin Clark. I definitely want to grade Caitlin Clark, but I think right now the prices are just going to be ridiculous. So I'm probably going to have to hold off on that. So WNBA, yeah, I'll probably rip a little bit, but it's going to be pretty low. And then baseball, guys, everyone is going nuts over Top Series 1 right now. And just like NBA Prism, my goal is to not touch it. It's obviously printed to the moon, and that's okay. That product should be printed to the moon. It's supposed to be low end. It's something, that is affordable. The class is okay. There's some guys definitely that I like, but the major problem I have with it is the back of the card with the kind of the blue borders. I think it's a really tough grade. So I just don't think it's going to grade well, and that's sort of this channel's philosophy, is to have fun and rip cards, obviously, but we love to grade, and I just don't know if I could make my money back unless we hit a monster, because I think grading is going to be brutal on that. Plus the rookie class is a little tough. So baseball wise, I love ripping baseball. I'm probably going to wait until like Topps Chrome or some type of Chrome version of baseball comes out. So that's it for products I'm going to rip. Regarding grading, guys, PSA, I'm sure you've heard, they've changed their guidelines. Used to be you can get a PSA 10 with like 60-40 centering, and they changed that now to 55-45, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a pretty big deal. And most of us, me definitely included, have noticed that in some recent submissions. My PSA 10 rate has gone way down, but I don't fault just PSA's change there. The quality control of Panini has been really bad in football, unfortunately. So I think it's a little bit of both. So prices have gone up. There is no special right now. I don't expect a special from PSA for a while because they're a little bit backlogged. And my submissions are definitely used to be like 6 weeks. It's getting close to 3 months now for some submissions that I've had. So that's tough. No specials, but I'm not stopping from grading from PSA. The margins, your money, it's just so much higher than any other brand. You probably saw the video this weekend that I posted. We did a few cards with SGC. I respect SGC. Great customer service. I mean, they do everything right. Just the sad fact is the cards, besides vintage, it's not even close for me personally on what the prices go for. So I did 5 Jaden Daniels Topps Now cards. Obviously not a big card. Got 10s in all of them, which was awesome. Grading was $12, which is a great deal, and the cards cost me like $7 or $8 each, and I'm getting like $25 for them. So it's just not worth it. If it was a PSA card, I can get 45 to 50 potentially. So it's too much of a difference there. Even with me getting those cards faster than if I were to grade with PSA, it's not worth it for me. The margin's still too low. So I do like SGC on some of the thicker cards, even though they're tougher, greater than PSA. That's kind of the facts. The data says that, but I feel like they're actually better and easier to grade with thicker cards than PSA. So I might go that route. I might try PSA first if it's a really good card, and if I get back a 7 or 8, then I would probably switch that, crack it, and go to SGC. I want to give Beckett another chance. They're my favorite slab. Just haven't seen a whole lot of Beckett stuff. They haven't really changed much. I have heard some videos recently that they're starting to grade a little bit easier, maybe to get people to go back. So maybe I give them a shot again. Just they're getting the cards to them. Their customer service is so brutal. I don't know, but we'll see. Maybe that'll be a fun experiment to give Beckett another chance. That's something I'll probably do. So grading wise, we're gonna stick to PSA. And last thing I wanna talk about is buying cards on eBay. It's nothing crazy here, guys. I'm a big auction guy. I love to buy cards on auction. They always seem to go for a little bit less. So I'm gonna continue with that. But when I'm looking up cards now, if the card in the auction ends like between 2 Pacific time and like, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock Pacific time, I'm not even gonna watch it. I'm only buying cards that are ending like in the morning or early afternoon, like at awkward times. I have noticed that those cards are going for a pretty, I'll use the word for significant. I don't know if that's maybe too high, but definitely a better price than the auctions that are ending in prime time, like, dinner time, 5 or 6 o'clock. So I'm only looking in, or I'm only, putting on my watch list auctions that are ending up in the morning and early afternoon. And those are the ones I seem to get better deals. And then I used to only focus on auctions. Now I'm looking at buy it nows that have best offers. So obviously first you got to make sure the card looks clean and that the seller has, good feedback and all that kind of stuff. And I just kind of look at what the recent sales have been, and I just kind of offer them, slightly less. And then sometimes they take it, which is awesome. And then sometimes then they go too high, which I just decline it, whatever. And then sometimes meet at the right price, what, previous cards, or maybe a little bit, less than what previous cards have sold for. So that's been good. So I'm doing some buy it nows with offers kind of for the first time in a while. But I'll tell you the biggest thing, guys, is check out auctions that are ending at weird times. Like there's some that end at like 1 in the morning, 4 in the morning, but then the 6, 7, 8, 9. Those have been crushing that regarding prices. So that's it, guys. Just a few things I wanted to talk about. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. I appreciate y'all. Have a great day. Have a great week. Let me know what you think. Peace.